Everyone, and welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. We are here for a Triforce Blitz tournament main bracket, round 2. Again, Neil versus furlim, which should be super exciting. Good morning, everybody. I'm jaxstronomy. I'm here with anglhz and wolfiwolfpie. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, we're doing good. It's good to be back on commentating on what's going to be hopefully a great race. So this is the main bracket. So they've overcome the challenges so far to get here. Oh, and even furlim's got good luck, have fun, good sportsmanship. We like to see it.
We do love to see good
Yeah.
sportsmanship, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, myself, I'm just trying to survive the heat wave, so we have to see how this goes.
Well, I don't know if you came to the right place for because we're going to have a hot match, right?
Exactly. And for those who don't know, if you're just new to Triforce Blitz and you're checking in for the first time, basically the rules are we've got to find 3 Triforce pieces in the dungeons of the map, and we're given numbers, and those numbers correlate to how many checks or how many items are required to before finding the piece.
And it's hard required, to clarify. Yeah. So these are going to be hard required items, which means that some things be kind of weird. Basically, we have just designated there are 3 particularly interesting points in the Dungeons of Hyrule, and all of our hints are going to guide us to them.
And as you guys see here to the left of us, they gonna have to try to find as many or find all of them within a 2-hour mark. So that can be pretty challenging if you go off the beaten path.
Yeah. Just don't think too hard about the fact that every, minute you spend is about, 1/20th of the amount of time you have. Just don't think too hard about it, you'll be fine.
That sounds a lot scarier when you put it that way.
You just don't think too hard about it. I thought about that when I was doing an opener yesterday, and I was just like, oh yeah, 2 minutes of an opener is, that's like about 1.67% of my entire time. That's kind of cool. But yeah, our runners today, we have Neil, who I've been seeing Neil put up some really monster times in a lot of the practice races. I think he has a very good sense for how this mode plays. Given some of the people who have been knocked out, I would consider him to be a strong favorite. I don't know as much about furlim.
Me neither, unfortunately, but both of them made it to the main bracket, so they obviously are at least somewhat good.
Yeah, so again, this is going to be pretty exciting. So what we're seeing from our runners, we have not actually seen their screens. So they'll be starting at as an adult Temple of Time. They'll do some combination of getting the medallions and checking the Temple of Time hints. The Temple of Time hints have the path length, so they'll tell us how many items we need to get power, wisdom, and courage, are thematic names for the 3 particularly interesting points in the dungeons. It looks like today they're going to want to go grab the song from Temple of Time, because we're starting at the Forest Medallion. And they have Bolero to start. So this is actually a really interesting heavy song start we'll be seeing right away. We'll have to see how they strategize this.
Yeah, as in other randomizer seeds, having warp songs and stuff like that, it's just so good because of the limited time, it helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I totally missed everything except for Deku.
I saw one was Jabu Jabu, that's about it. Hopefully our trackers are a bit more on the ball than we are. And already we have the split between Neil playing instantly to go get the next song from Bolero of Fire, and furlim going out and just doing the regular rounds as adult.
A very interesting.
Ooh, 1702. That's an interesting set. 1702.
Oh, and a Deku hinted on the power as well in that long one, so that's gonna be
That's
interesting.
the long and winding road there. We have 19. Hey, I actually won the prediction today. Cool.
Also to throw it out to everybody who doesn't know, in this mode, Middle is guarding the Deku tree, so they need to find the Kokiri sword before they can enter.
So Deku is on the path to power. And actually I like what Neil did with the Bolero. When you play Bolero to get the adult song, you get stuck at Bolero. So I do like going and playing Bolero straight away. Furlim's gonna take advantage of it to go jump into fire right away. That's actually an interesting option. This could be a location save. There's just maybe the zero path piece is just standing there right in the front of fire. You don't come out to an early lead. I think it's a little bit risky, but sure, why not? Give it a shot. Neil's gonna be taking more of a traditional start. Yeah, and Artificial Red pointing out, and he's also a pretty dedicated Blitz player. This is when I see 17, I see song. I definitely do say this is song BS. We are seeing song nonsense incoming here.
Yeah, probably.
You can't get to 17 with 17 items on your path without there being some song involvement.
Yeah, and we have to see if that Song of Storm that he got from Bolero, if that comes into play.
I wouldn't be surprised. Song of Storms. Oh no, Neil missing the jump to.
No.
So I don't know what time zone it is for Neil. Being in Canada, it's at latest about 10 a.m. for him. Ooh, Spirit Temple Path of Power. There's song BS incoming right there.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's just okay. That's key logic BS possible right there. So it looks like our 2 available checks in Fire Temple right now are both keys. So this is actually promising for a low path. Neil's at latest like 10 a.m. He might not be warmed up.
It's very difficult to get ready in that shorter time, especially for like a tournament setting, like early on a Sunday. It's it can be difficult to get your brain in gear.
Yeah. Neil's not warmed up. This is a jump I struggle with when I'm playing early morning races, and I'm just like, I didn't wake up in time to shower and take my meds and eat breakfast and get in a little bit of jump practice.
Yeah,
and also coffee
and coffee and all that. Okay, Sun Song is so good in these settings.
That is also really nicely placed to have here in the windmill, because Graveyard is just a few stick stop away from here, so getting that one cleared out at the same time, really nice.
Absolutely. Oh hey, good morning.
Naruto's letter.
Naruto's letter.
So could we be seeing Ice Cavern on our path to path to power here?
I think Ice might be premature, but given that you just saw the hover boots and the I think this is going to be buying a shield. I think we might be seeing an Ice Rush here. I don't know. I think Ice Rush is probably a little premature. But considering we have this really long, twisty path, there's like 1, 2, 3. There's like 6. There are 6 hints up there. I could see it. You'd want to see another bottle before you committed. Oh yeah, and also going back to get this with the assistance of the hover boots, even better.
Yeah, it is.
Ice could absolutely be somewhere along those 17.
Yeah, because of the high number, we are probably gonna have to dip into one of the dungeons.
Yeah, there's probably side dungeons galore going on here. We're going on an adventure today, everybody.
And furlim also finding that jump particularly difficult today. Someone's put butter on the steps or something, because it's people are just falling off left, right, and center.
Maybe the heat wave have affected high roll as well, and people want to fry some eggs on those roofs.
We have bomb trees on top of the Dango's Cavern.
Which is always nice to see. Any early explosives are helpful when you're going around trying to check all these different things, so gives you access to just a lot more checks on the way. Less backtracking is always nice.
There's actually something that you should pay attention to if you're used to watching other settings right now. This is on a custom branch of the Ocarina of Time generator that puts bomb shoes into big chests. So bomb shoes are not in logic, but they are in big chests. Goron City is on the path of power. I think you really do want to grab that shoe pack.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, you always want that shoe pack, but I think you may take that to Goron City instead of into Dango's Cavern.
Yeah, are we getting the silent Goron City or the adult Goron City though?
Yeah, that's the one problem with the Goron City hint is it's like you never really know until you've done and checked it whether it's going to be better as a child or as an adult.
At least as an adult, he will be able to do the little charging up the sword to check on the chest in the back there.
True. Going straight into DC. Actually, no, we're gonna kick to the furlim side of the screen because note that Neil just went straight up the mountain, whereas furlim, he did not go into graveyard. Well, he'll miss out on that double defense, or at least the knowledge of the double defense.
Double defense is pretty nice to have, especially
Yeah.
in this mode because they are not gonna pick up a lot of hard pieces and stuff like that. So having that little bit of extra defense helps.
Yeah, you're gonna end up doing. I think that was probably slower, Neil. I honestly do. But yes, you'll be doing. You will see these runners on 3 to 4 hearts, most likely, most of their run.
Yeah, one of the things.
It's always just a good day when you just like run into 2 heart containers just off of NPCs, so you don't have to go out of your way for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's a big time sink if you even take 1 death in this. Like with, as you said earlier, 2 hours being the limit, it means that small fractions of time actually add up very quickly. And a death is just a big fraction of time here.
Absolutely. Ooh, let's see what Neil missed out on here. Free shield.
Oh, free shield.
With that Spirit Temple Path to Power, that's looking interesting.
Yeah, that is a really good item to get here.
Come on, Furlim, you got this. There you go.
Furlim getting absolutely trolled by the door that just refuses to close.
Yeah, Neil was rewarded with the sort of scale though, so at least he got something out of this.
Honestly, I think the scale is a better, Our sets for our Triforce today, Lady Draco, are 17, 0, and 2. Thank you for taking care of the medallions. We did not see those, so we really appreciate that. So, if you did not see this on the bottom, our wonderful tracker, Lady Draco, our medallions are Fire, Deku, Water, Shadow is Jabu, Shadow is Shadow, and Fire is Light.
Quite an interesting lineup, to be honest.
Yeah, we have early access to Fire Temple. Getting the Burning Kakariko song is only going to take what, 4 items, maybe 5. Let's see, DC, Forest, and Spirit. We already want to go to Spirit, so we're doing our Ocarina of Time song. Dodongo's Cavern, I basically think of that as being that's probably a 0 path, because the odds of you having a single path bomb bagger is low.
Did I miss it, or didn't Neil activate the button for the shortcuts?
I don't think
he didn't activate it. I think he dropped off by accident. So he's going to drop out of Dodongo Cavern early, which means that if there is a Triforce piece in there, it's not going to be a while before he goes back.
Yeah. Interesting enough as well, he also saves a quit away from Goron City.
Yeah, you think I would think that would be a high priority, but maybe if it's Path to Power, that's a long distance, so maybe he's considering maybe going Child at this point. Possibly wanting to turn in that letter. He does have the Zora's scale. I don't know, I would think about... Oh, please go ahead.
And to be fair, he does have Bolero and Hover, so it will not be a hard thing to get back to.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything interesting in River. This is fully in Logic right now with the hover boots. I like coming up here without hover boots even because it's easy, get out Logic free. Speaking of, there's more bomb shoes.
They're just throwing them about willy-nilly in this seed, apparently.
Yeah, this seed is like, who cares about Logic? Just have the bomb shoes. Enjoy.
Yeah. Who got the better pack, though? That is the question.
Yeah, I mean, odds are it's 10 as well. I mean...
A nice socialist randomizer, making sure it's spread out equally for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Ren points out that he thinks that Neil missed a big chest in the spike room.
Did he?
That's odd.
I don't remember seeing a big chest myself.
Did you see Path of Power?
Yeah, it was. I also saw.
Oh
that,
dear, that's
Desert Colossus
concerning.
was foolish.
That's concerning.
Yeah, that is really, really unfortunate.
Because that could very easily be the wisdom piece.
Yes, it could. DC is one of the ones that can have a 0, so yeah.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing to have a 0 piece, I would say. In fact, fully half the dungeons in the game can have a 0 piece.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the easiest one. Zora's River of the Path of Power. Hey, look, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's...
Although it might be on Frogs in the Rain at this rate. I don't think we've seen anything. Kakiri is foolish. That's an unusual one.
Yeah. And the 20 is dead as well, as we saw earlier on Neil's side.
Wait, did Furlim go all the... Furlim did go all the way up the river, so it must be... that item has to be on Frogs in the Rain. That's interesting.
Yeah, and they was able to pick up that Song of Storm as well, so... Yeah, that's really interesting.
So, we're gonna need a strength upgrade or bombs, as far as we know, to get whatever that item is. Yeah, Furlim is sticking with a longer adult section, which is something that I tend to do. I'm not sure if it's a good habit or not, but
well,
it is.
We did see the scale from the Dongo's Cavern, which would, if you take the long route round, you could get to Frogs early.
Yeah, that's
earlier.
either behind a bomb bag, a strength upgrade, or a hammer.
Yeah, for Neil, he basically just needs to save and quit to go to Kokiri, which in itself is not a bad thing. There is 5 items there. We're gonna see 4 of them on Furin side, and
Yeah, we know it's foolish, however. So we're gonna be more interested here in the hints.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a 20 pack. Zora's River is... I love Zora's
Stacked.
River. I love Zora's River. It's such a good location.
Yeah. Yeah, getting the money cut off over there. Yeah, have another Ganon's Castle hint.
Honestly, even if I knew the Kakiri Forest was foolish this early, I probably would be tempted to just poke my head into Mido's house. Like highly a power. Wow, we're just getting all of this nice info.
Yeah.
Colossus foolish.
There's just so much information packed in this early stage of the game. It's really useful. You'll find that a lot of runners prioritize information early on in the seed because it's just so time efficient if you know where you're going.
Yeah, it can save you a lot of time on if your normal path go through an area and you get a hint about it. You can either just skip out of it or just go to it. You get early, maybe you prioritize time.
Yeah. Again, a lot of people, someone's calling for a Peace in Toilet or Peace in Light trial. Those are both possible. It's for the 17 path. My first thought is always, please show me the Ocarina of Time hint. Show me the Burning Cack hint. Those are the things I'm thinking about.
Fortunately, Furlim getting trolled a little bit from Mido here.
There we go.
And even stopping to take up more of his time to talk to him at the end of it.
That's Mido that we do love and hate, though.
It's true. Also, IGC Power Hint does not exclude Light Trial from having the piece. For example, if you have to duck in there to grab a hook shot, your long shot, and there's a strength upgrade on the water boss key chest, for example, you can still have a piece in the Light Trial. There's something like inside Ganon's castle has so many keys and locks going on that you can't say anything about that just from looking at one item. If you're talking about Deku Tree, or not Deku Tree even, if you're talking about Yeah. If you walk into Shadow Temple with all of the keys to Shadow Temple, if you already had, you know, a hook shot and Dinspire and hover boots and a bow, and you walk into Shadow Temple with that was a path, then you can say yes, there isn't a piece that piece is not in Shadow because there would be nothing in Shadow that would give you more checks in Shadow. There can be something in IGC that give you more checks in IGC.
Yeah. Also, I do like that film coming here early. So, getting 2 hints, getting another song, pretty good.
I think in particular, I like doing the Sacred Forest Meadow as adult because you get to. I like getting out of logic as soon as I can, so I can start figuring out when I'm supposed to be places. DMC Path of Courage. That is very likely looking at. I am liking Song of Storms for that.
Yeah.
I think you might, if you're feeling spicy, I think you go straight to the well with that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe with a quick dip around looking for Zelda's Lullaby at the first 2 child checks.
And interestingly enough, Nocturne.
Oh, hello.
On SFM.
We have a sometimes hint.
Yeah. Pretty good
Sometimes
song to
hint.
get here.
Bobby Wall's Path of Power.
Let's go.
Everywhere is Path to Power, apparently, but we kind of expect that with a 17.
Yeah.
But we have a sometimes hint, and that's incredibly interesting because that means that everything is hinted, which I think gives some credence to my pre-theory of the standing theory of the pardon me. Let me just start that sentence over again. Everything is hinted. Every single item that we need for that 17 path is hinted. And I think that leads to my theory of Ocarina of Time and Nocturne are involved here in some way, or at least one of them is. So let's see. What are we looking at here?
Have we had the hint for Ocarina of Time yet? I haven't seen it.
We have not.
No, not
What have we seen so far? DMT is foolish.
Colossus is foolish.
So in what you were saying earlier as well, like liking the fact that Furlim was breaking the logic sequence, I think the higher the path, it tends to be better the more you break that logic sequence, because you can interrupt it at a point closer to the 17, which can really help speed things up, because 17, like if you go normally, can take, a very long time to get to.
Yes.
And interesting enough as well, looking here at Neil as he went the society, he got the Requiem of Spirit. So 2 really good warp songs sitting in the meadow.
So Requiem of Spirit, and we have a spirit. We have a spirit Path of Power. Yeah, I think knowing that we have a treasure chest game path, I think that Furlim is jumping straight into the treasure chest game, and I think Furlim's gonna jump straight to Goron City and see if we can find anything.
We did actually get to see Rabbit Willy's hint from on top of the maze. I didn't see though what it hinted about though. So.
Oh, did someone grab that? Because I didn't see it.
It should be seeable of both Furlim and Neil. Let's see if someone's
Strength upgrade. Oh, Ocarina of Time is Zelda's Lullaby. That explains a bit.
Yeah, that explains the 75.
Oh! That's interesting. That's interesting. Burning Cat. Okay. We have an Ocarina of Time Zelda's Lullaby. I was kind of thinking that, well could be... I think we might have a Path Bomb back? I think someone. Okay, I think we got a piece in the well.
Wait, did Furlim not just see a big chest at the end of the maze?
I didn't see it.
I was sure I saw it
They
at the
already
back
have
right.
suns, Red, so it can't be suns.
Okay, so apparently it was Saria's on that. No, that was Burning Cack.
So Saria's a burning cack. I'm gonna guess. Oh dear. Okay.
I think Ice Cavern's song will be Minuet Forest.
Or
I'm
it's in
reading
the
this
composer
right.
grave.
Oh yeah, or in Composer's Grave, true.
We have a ZL locked song there. Okay, so I think we need to, so let me guess here. We know we need the Kakiri sword. We need 2 hook shots. We need 2 strength upgrades. We need the iron boots. We need the mirror shield. I guess the strength upgrades don't necessarily need. Because there could be all 3 of them available for all we know, but we did see that potential path in Goron City, so I'm gonna guess we need 2. We need Saria's song. We probably need fire and magic.
So
Yeah.
So going back here to what we're seeing on our screens here, Neil is gonna opt to go into Soma's room now. Knowing where the Stella's lullaby is this a good choice? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one of my big just theories. Oh, I love when that glitch happens. That's funny. I love when, but this is one of my big theories, is that late ZL, early well. You get the biggest impact out of going to a ZL as well if you know that ZL is super late. And right now we know ZL is behind a hookshot, which you don't have, 2 strengths upgrades, and a mirror shield, which none of which Neil has. You get the biggest impact out of doing this now. And I think I would not be surprised if we are looking at our bomb bag here as a path item.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because our strength upgrade is bomb locked in Goron City, bow locked in Goron City as well. And the Bolero fire that we started with could not be hinted as a path item. This would make... I would also not be surprised to see a Triforce piece here unlocked.
Oh, no,
What are we looking
lost
at in
the
this chest that Neil missed? It's a Triforce piece. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, no.
That hurts a lot.
So I think that is... I think that's wisdom.
I imagine so.
Yeah, it should be. We have had things about.
That hurts for Neil. He'll get that, but...
Because of he didn't get that shortcut, that could be him saying, okay, I'm gonna skip out on this for a very long time.
Yeah. I think that's... I'm gonna guess it's wisdom, because I think we could be looking at... Gold scale!
Ooh.
Well, that's actually helpful.
And to be fair, the other scale that
was also bomb
has,
locked.
that was bomb locked, yeah. So that is.
You couldn't need that to get into Zora's River.
Yeah.
Logically, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, practically you have bomb shoes, but...
It sometimes feels like logic is just a suggestion, though.
Hook shot.
Oh.
And doing it looked like he was doing a save here, so he can save scum the bombshell here. If he
Another big chest. This is... That's weird. And I don't like it.
This is a lot. And it costs us 2 bombs just need to get it as well, which is also not great. And there's alright.
Okay, so that's courage.
It must
Yes, it
be.
is.
That hookshot is locked by... That hookshot is locked by...
Is it locked by anything?
No,
It depends on the keys.
The first
Wait.
test on the when you go in was a key test, so it shouldn't be.
That requires 3 keys. Did he skip keys? Like, it makes sense to skip keys.
Because it processes it based off of you making the worst choices with keys.
Yeah.
So that is probably locked behind the Zelda's Lullaby then.
It can't... It could be. Have we not seen... Minuet of Forest has to be on... In which case, Minuet of Forest would have to be at Lon Lon Ranch.
On Lon Lon was Song of Time.
Oh, Lon Lon was Song of Time?
Yeah.
Then...
We're all stumped.
Yeah.
I can't... Then I don't know is the answer. Then I think that... Like, I mean, if you were skipping a lot of chests, that's one thing, but, like, there's a couple things in, like, one of my personal problems with, the chest textures matches contents over chest size matches contents, traditional chest size matches contents, is, that I have trouble telling the key chests from the small chests.
Yeah, very much
I
so.
have to do I have to do a bunch of double takes on it myself. Because if that is in fact Path of Power, that is scary. Can someone bot dive and see if we have... I'm gonna take a moment and bot dive here.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. I'm still on team Rush Ice, honestly, here.
I think Ice is too late, but... Let's see.
It might be, yeah.
Very possibly.
However, right now in logic, we could be. No, Ice must be late because of that Zelda's Lullaby.
Yes.
So yeah, late Ice is never fun though.
I mean, even if it is
Okay,
late, I think it could give a lot of information based off of what you find. But I'm not very good at Blitz, so that could be entirely the wrong decision.
Yeah, just the hints there can make it up. I also tend to also like go late because of the hints there, and just getting Scarecrow so early with the fact that we have seen the hooks up in well. Yeah, going and unlocking that could be an option.
You always power compensating for? We have an Ocarina of Time Zelda's Lullaby. Oh my god, I can't see this. Help. Neil peeked that underwater chest so fast I cannot see what it is. I think it's not... I think that's not a key. I think that is... No, that's not a key. I think it was a shield. Oh, he didn't get the bomb locked under the trash. That could be a key.
Oh yeah, they didn't check it. I was thinking to keep an eye and like make sure to double check what you found under there, and then.
No, he did get the bomb locked under the trash. Never mind. No, he didn't. He didn't. He walked up to it, he just didn't get it.
Yeah, I can sort of understand that. If it is a big chest, you kind of see it.
You can peek through. You can peek through the wall. I think that there was a key under the Okay. Okay, there was a key under the Goltala, and there is an unknown item underneath the trash pile in the back. magic. Magic is our path in Zorn's River.
Yeah, that is really good.
So I think that hookshot's behind bombs and storms.
Okay, that helps a little bit.
I meant to say, because otherwise, we have to have access to Minuet of Forest, and I think we ran out of songs. We were out of songs. Well, we just had a moment of thinking that the seed was broken, Mage, but we just figured it out. The seed's not broken, we're good. We have 2 of our pieces located. One is in Dinago's Cavern, one is here in the well. The other one is somewhere. Probably behind Zelda's Lullaby at this rate, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun seed so far, just trying to get to the 17th. And I guess just how effectively you can break that chain is going to call it, I think.
And I think Path... And the funny thing is, I'm not sure... I think that Path 2 is actually going to be... our Path 2 is actually, Bolero and Storms.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Neil threw away a lead there with walking past the one in DC, because he definitely got the, he was in DC well before Furlim, and he got the Courage piece before Furlim is about to get it. He's going to be getting it here. But it's really unfortunate.
So, question, why did Neil go into the main and then leaving?
I was about to ask the same thing.
I don't know.
I guess with Gold Scale you can get in through the lake, maybe? I don't know, it's the plan to...
You can get through with a normal...
You can get through with a scale
Yeah,
of any kind, but I don't know why he's waffling here.
Unless he is gonna do like what we saw in the stand on a while with going through Gerudo Valley into lake.
Oh, he's death warping.
Right, you wanted to get the hint.
Interesting.
Yeah, we are gonna see him come back here later then.
No, he walked into Domain to set his location, his death warp location. Yes,
Yeah.
ZL has hinted at Ocarina of Time, which is going to be behind Dinago's Cavern Forest and Spirit, and we know that our forest access is in... Our forest access, as far as we know, is requires burning Kakariko.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fair then to do that.
That was really slick, actually.
Yeah, you can always tell the runners are doing something good when it puzzles you for a minute. And you're like, hey, what? Why?
No, I haven't seen that death warp before. That was really slick.
Yeah.
It's a good way to, because definitely when you're doing the chicken entry, you're doing the chicken entry, that's definitely something you feel like you have to give up on.
Yeah, it's just a nice way to get both.
Time for everyone's favorite game, fishing.
Just take some nice, relaxing fishing.
For me, there's absolutely nothing relaxing about this.
Then you're doing the wrong strat.
The best part about fishing is sitting on the dock and watching other people fish. You know what we're doing right now.
And yet, sharing the excitement when something bites. Right, so we did have the one hint for power here in lake, so... Oh, okay, that could be
That's
it.
a weird power. That'd be
Yeah,
weird for power.
Yeah, it is. It does. It would unlock into Golden Castle though. So, but you first need to get the sword, but it does unlock that.
Well,
so.
it is close Deku, so Yeah, we are actually looking for do Burning Cack to get Sarias to do AD for ZL. Other way around, Brad. So, I guess the question is, what are we looking at here for our...
Oh, we had a foolish on Good Fortress.
That's nice. Less time of day worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we looking at for our location then? In Before Ice. Honestly, if you were trying to just... If you were just trying to put a dagger into something, I guess I could see Ice. I could believe Ice. Like, Ice is...
Well, you know my position on Ice from the very start.
Yeah, I know you were calling for it, and they have the tools. There's the irons. You need those in Logic. So that means we have somewhere out there is a Lost Woods power hit.
Yeah.
Let's put that on the list. Depending on where the long shot is, this could be DLC, but we don't know. Let's see. We're looking at. I don't know, this was stumping me a little, being honest. Like, where to go for it. Like, I know we're looking for. At the end of this somewhere is ZL. So I do like.
I would have argued right now for Neil here to actually check all of the hints in Lake Hylia because of right now we don't really know what else to do.
Yeah, Ella, we have a weird one here. We got 1702, and we have seen a sometimes hint.
So I imagine that the bottleneck here is the Kokiri sword, just so that we can get access to Deku. I think that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I think there's probably... And the logical bomb bag is also just out there somewhere floating around. Probably in Open Grotto or in Gruta Valley at this rate. Because that is Wanderer. You know that is Wanderer.
Time for Neil to check around what song he gets from Desert Colossus. You know,
Neil's already picked it up. It's Prelude. But I think he's going in with that slingshot, and I like that idea.
That's pretty good.
Slingshot is what Slingshot does for you here. Slingshot could be on Path of Power just to enter Child-Side Spirit.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's a nice easy warp. You get there quickly, and you can check it relatively quickly, so...
Yeah, Neil has already gotten the song. It's more like the commentators have forgotten that he's gotten the song because we're too busy being perplexed by the seed.
Come on, give us some slack, okay?
It's okay. You guys are overheating. I'm like... I talked about this yesterday. I'm on meds to help with memory issues, and I changed them 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to help. You do need a good memory for this game mode.
Yes.
So you need it to be working.
Hey, I have already been eliminated, so that's why I don't have a good enough memory as it is.
Like, I already think that OTR is kind of like the chess boxing of randos. Like, you have to be both good at technique and at thinking fast, but Blitz just takes that to the next level.
Yeah.
Oof. This room scared me so much when I was starting out as a player. Like, that was basically what happened to me every single time. And 3 hearts, it still happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you stock up on dick nuts because you're gonna need them.
Oh, I don't like this. Come on.
Oh no.
There's a key there.
I just don't agree with that. That's a few things that Neil's done that I'm just questioning.
Yeah, one thing that like Neil, whenever Neil like hits it's like hits a little bit of a barrier, he just stops. It's a little bit strange. I do like ice. I gotta say I like ice. Like ice is an option. But yes, Benji, the reason we have this going on is that we have to get Burning Cack to get access to Forest to get to Zelda's Lullaby.
Pretty much.
That is the reason we have 17. It's song BS. It's always song BS. Don't just accept it as song BS and live with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I do like ice. I think that's a good option.
Yeah, Neil now going back to Guan City. Maybe he decides to check the maze now. We did see a big chest in there. I'm not seeing what it is yet though.
He's not checked the Goron.
Which is very interesting just because we got the hint saying that this was Path to Power.
Yeah.
So a big chest in here, you would think you would just kind of gravitate immediately towards.
With hover boots, you have full access to everything there.
Maybe it was something about having a low amount of having the small amount of bomb suits made him want to do the Dodongo first or something like that.
Potentially. I also know, like, if you're trying to... The King Dodongo with Bomb Shoes trick is... I wouldn't say almost everybody, but I'd say, like, the trick to light the eyes in Dodongo's cavern with Bomb Shoes is... It does not require precise timing. It does not require you to go fast for it to work. Neil, we need to
have a talk.
Neil, are you doing okay? Do you need some help?
Is the heat wave affecting you as well?
Must be. But we'll just chalk it up to that, I imagine.
Yep, the one in Canada. Yep.
Hey, you never know. I don't know how bad it's gotten.
If you have anyone you said from Canada, do please let us know.
Right, and so we're gonna see Furlim go over and actually get that key and maybe open up.
Oh, that might be why. No, there wasn't a big one.
There wasn't a big chest there.
It
Yeah.
wasn't. It was. I just missed it.
Yeah.
Just taking it.
That's a hard thing to see. It's harder with magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that wonderful effect for you to just make it even more difficult to see, which is lovely when.
But that's
with...
all you want to do, yeah. But yeah, this might be... Okay, he's not going where I thought he would.
I don't... Money? This is for money. I don't know why he wants money, but he wants money.
Well, he did find a wallet earlier, so maybe he's looking to buy... Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, does he think he needs to be in fire?
Yeah, maybe getting a tunic.
I mean, inflation is high at the moment. It's a good investment strategy.
remember, but when we were talking about Neil missed that Triforce piece in DC, so we might be thinking that it is gonna be in fire. So getting that 200 rupee for Golden Tunic might be just what he's looking for.
True.
Very possibly.
It's really unfortunate. It's such an odd piece to miss. Like, I mean, speaking as someone who's walked past random checks in the well, I know that you can just miss checks, and it's not just because, you know, blanking out. It's such an odd thing to miss. Just, you know, spike room chest into Donago's Cavern when you go in there with bomb shoes, which is...
Yeah, especially when you were already in there, and you know it's.
Oh my gosh, this Twitch is trolling Furlim here.
Yeah. Yeah, all of us have had a fair share of missing stupid stuff. For me, it was the invisible chest locked behind silver gauntlets in.
In GTG.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
For me, it was. It used to always be the Zora's River checks. Something in my brain just stopped me from going further up Zora's or going into Zora's River.
It was such a nice seed as well, with 2 Triforce pieces in the well, and the last one was there.
And this particular jump is also trolling people this morning.
Yeah. I don't even bother with this setup. I basically just backwork there and go up from the water.
That also works great. Again, it looks weird.
Oh. Thanks, Navi. Doing great.
We're doing good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can absolutely just jump into the water and come and climb up, and you'll be in the right. Your feet will be in the right position. You can turn towards the wall. It feels slower, but you know what? If you're having trouble like getting your shield turns crisp this morning because you're like just feeling a little off, that's a faster way to do it than just like failing a bunch of times and getting more tilted.
Or just do it the normal way.
Yeah. Again, like that's the other thing. Like, yes, the tricks speed things up, but you know what's faster? Not failing it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
What's faster? Moving on. Oh, that was great. That was a great manipulation of the...
That was so close.
Yeah, that was a great manipulation.
Nice.
Oh, that was a terrible position. He's gonna be waiting here for a second. Oh.
Yeah,
Thank you, Moblin.
Well, there's magic block key. That's what we expect. I feel like there's probably gonna be nothing that interesting in Spirit.
Yeah, nothing so far. So, is it an adult Spirit, maybe?
Well, here's the thing. We kind of think that our item is behind the song, right? That's behind Spirit Temple. Depending on where everything is, and we don't know where everything is yet. Things we don't know. We know that from location of the Triforce pieces we have so far, we know that there are at least two bomb bags out there in the world that don't lock each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever they may be holding up.
And another key from the torch room as well.
Oh yeah, we have a key. Yeah, we also have SFM is on the. Oh, wonderful, thank you. We also have SFM has to be on the path to power then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if SFM is on the path to power, I guess it'd be in shadow. I don't know.
So we have not mentioned about the other thing that is also in Triforce Basin. That is that all of the big keys are removed. You can just, for a few of the dungeons, you can just go head straight to the boss if you have the items.
Yes, go and beat up Fan Ganon with just a hook shot. That's actually one of the exciting things about Forest in Triforce Blitz. Just go, walk in, hit Fan Ganon with a hook shot and 3 hearts. OP bought a shield because without a shield, this is even worse.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the things. The things like this is debate. Like, oh, do you buy a shield? Do you not buy a shield? Oh, you have to farm money. Yeah, but are you gonna save time on not dying to the Stalfos? Are you gonna save time on not dying to an Iron Knuckle? Are you gonna save time on having to be able to 2-cycle Phantom Ganon instead of 3-cycle? How much of Forest do you do here? Honestly, you don't have any keys. Haha, magic lock magic. Very nice.
Awesome.
Oh. I don't think he was meaning to save there. They were, yeah. Just because they'd saved just before unlocking the room to make sure that it was, so they could scumlock, but
Yeah.
they've ended up saving by accident. Which is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Huh.
And
Yeah.
beautiful fire rupee from Phantom Ganon.
Yeah, this gives Neil access to inside Ganon's castle, which we know is path area. I think the intended way is potentially to go through Denago's cavern. Is the only confirmed? It is not, but
Forest is stone, not medallion.
Force is a stone, but you need 2 dungeon rewards of any kind.
Okay. That's maybe why I lost in Torment.
There you go. No, you just have to beat any dungeon to walk into Ganon's castle. But no, we do not have a confirmation that ZL is needed. It's just kind of an assumption that the with this depth of items that we need, that's kind of the assumption we're running on, considering what we've been seeing from our path items, what we've been seeing in Deku Tree Path of Power. We knew that. Right behind Deku Tree, very cute. But it's kind of just it's what we've been running on is the assumption that we're looking at required Zelda's Lullaby, considering how long that path is.
Yeah, when it gets up to like 17, it requires so many things that songs are very likely to be included, which is why when we're looking at this Path of Power that's going around everywhere.
Oh, was that our 3rd Deku Path, Sadie? Double Path of Power in Deku? Sure, why not? Oh, I don't have Kikiri Sword on my conspiracy theory list here.
Yeah. Okay, so going into Ganon's castle here, which checks does Neil have open at the moment?
So Neil has
Spirit checks, I do believe.
no Light Trial, no Shadow 2, everything else yes.
Alright.
I don't think you can do fire because you need golden gauntlets, don't you?
Fire doesn't have any items in it.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't care about Fire Trial. Runia can just stay there. Heck, everyone can stay there, they're all after the items. Very smooth room there. You can actually study that. I always feel like I'm just kind of making that room up on the fly, because it kind of went out of fashion of Ganon's castle settings for a while. And that was between when I started and when I kind of actually got good.
Yeah, I only joined the community relatively recently, and when I joined there was not much inside Ganon's castle at all. So my inner workings with Ganon's castle are slim at best.
Yeah, I picked it up, I actually finally picked up a controller towards the end of S4. So I was playing with Inside Ganon's Castle on for a while, but again, like, around the time I actually was playing enough to get good was when Ganon's Castle kind of went out of fashion.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
But no, it's kind of a cool thing to have in Triforce Blitz because the risk-reward that goes with when you go to Ganon's Castle, I think it's accentuated in Triforce Blitz. I like it a lot. I think it really suits it well. Ah, Neil is getting at blue fire. I think Neil may be thinking back to what you're saying about just try and Deadeye that this is in the piece is in ice, or there's something in ice that's involved.
Potentially. That definitely helps with routing.
Ooh.
Ooh, we have a big here in shadow.
Careful.
Yeah, you don't want to fall down.
Watch your step.
Bomb bag.
There's a bomb bag.
We have been looking for that for quite a while now.
We have been.
It's bombastic.
Oh, the strength upgrade. You can get to that point with the strength upgrade.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would mean you need a bow or another strength upgrade? Or the Kiri sword is somewhere? I'm perplexed. Not terribly perplexed, I guess, but...
Perplexed enough. It's doing enough
Yeah,
damage.
we're not supposed to have that hook shot before we go there.
This is also starting to get a little bit scary on Neil's side here, trying to do the gauntlet here.
What dungeon were we supposed to have done if we weren't supposed to have the hook shot? Were we honestly supposed to have fire done as our first dungeon?
We haven't seen hammer anywhere.
I'm just trying to think of what else could have been our first dungeon at that rate. Because either it's in Light Trial, possible.
It almost feels like we need the Kokiri sword, and it is somewhere that we could get to.
There's a second wallet.
Oh, there's second wallet with iron boots.
Well, that doesn't really matter for
Oh no, yeah, because the hook
eating
shot,
the-
of course.
doesn't matter for beating the dungeon. Okay, well, while we're trying to suss out where we're going next, we have someone asking, first time watching Triforce Blitz, and how does it work and play? We have designated 3 particularly interesting points in the dungeons of Hyrule. In this case, it's one of the locked pits chest in bottom of the well, one of the spike rune chests in Django's cavern, and somewhere else we don't know. And we have to find them. We've been given some pretty strong hints as to where to find them. And we've been given some path links. The path links are the number of unique items that are hard required by the game's logic to get there.
So a good way I had described it to me is that if you took this item out of the game, would it be possible to beat the seed? Like, if no, then it's a required item. Wait, did I say that the right way around?
Yes, if you cannot beat the seed, then it is a required item.
Yeah, exactly.
And it counts toward a path. So for example, if we had a bow here on Child... We don't have a bow here on Child... We have a slingshot here on Child Fishing, but if there's another slingshot on... just in the open grotto, this is not a required slingshot.
Yeah.
And furlim showing his disdain for the slingshot with several shields, crouches there. Just yeah, I get it. I get the feeling. I understand. So, as jaxstronomy was saying, each of the pieces are indicated by a number, 0, 2, and 17, and that's just how many required checks or required items rather are needed to get to that piece. So in this 17 is pretty far along. It's quite a high number, and the reason we can have 0 is because they can only be found in dungeons specifically. 0 can be if there's 2 bomb bags lying around in the world, and you know they're not necessarily required at that point technically by the logic. It means that if you just require the bombs to get to a certain check, it's a 0 check.
Yeah, so the 0 path is the one we found in Django's cavern. We don't have a clear idea of how that is 0 right now. We're trying to figure it out. But that's actually really Django's cavern is pretty common because you can get there with a bomb bag, you can get there with a strength upgrade. There are 3 strength upgrades, there are 3 bomb bags, and you can find if any pair of those are not locking each other, that is now a 0 path location. Yes, and definitely it's a fun setting to do. It's a fun setting to play if you're trying to learn more about the game. It's a fun setting to play. It is a fun setting to play. I like it as a solo setting because I find it to be pretty rewarding. Me against the game setting as opposed to me against an opponent setting because it feels like there actually is something I'm trying to play against.
Yeah, it's also really nice if you don't have too much time to just start up Triforce Blitz seed.
Because in this rule set, as you can see on the timer, we're at negative. It's because they have 2 hours to finish the seed and find a piece. And the winner is whoever's found the most pieces, or if they have the same number of pieces, whoever found their piece, their last piece earlier.
Speaking of negative, we've lost about an hour so far, so they've been doing this for about an hour, which means it's time for shoutouts.
Excellent, always good to hear. So
yeah, check out these runners. This is Neil. This is Furlim. They're doing awesome today. And you should check them out. Give them a follow. They're doing great work today. Hey, trackers. Thank you to our trackers, Ginger, Sunny, Lady Draco, and Sadie Sweet, for all of their help keeping all those nice icons in line for us and checking up on the medallions and such, and making sure that the bot works. Thank you to our restreamer, who is unknown and unknowable. I think it's actually is HK. Hell Knight. Actually, unknown and unknowable. It's actually Hell Knight. And thank you, anglhz and wolfiwolfpie, for being here with me today, this morning.
No problem. My pleasure, as always.
And thank you as well, Jax, for also being here and being the knowledge of all of us.
I have a good time with this. So we have Neil heading to GTG. This is another interesting spot if you're trying to do just deadeye something out of logic. Furlim, indeed. Because here we have Song of Time lock checks. And we don't have some. We have some time. Never mind, we have some time. Actually, do we have any indication we should be here?
Not yet.
I don't think we should. We do.
To be fair,
never mind, we have some time. My tracker just doesn't say it.
Yeah, no, they do have Song of Time here, and with hook shots, I don't know if there's many checks that they wouldn't be able to do, like, out of logic, so...
Yeah, there's not a ton you can do here right now, actually. And the other thing
Personally, I would want to have bow before coming here.
I honestly wouldn't be here right now at all, knowing we have a sometimes hint on the table. Both runners have seen that.
I'm gonna chalk this up to the fact that Neil missed that Triforce wisdom in DC, and
yeah, that's fair.
He's just trying to scramble up something.
That's absolutely fair. GTG is an easy place to get 0.
And I'm sure you would want to try anything other than going back to where you were, because it just feels so bad when you have to go back to somewhere that you dropped out of.
Yeah. No, they've already been across the desert. They have Requiem of Spirit. Yeah, it feels very bad that he dicked out of DC. It's very strange.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
There's something at the center of GTG. That's tangly enough that, if you can try and scrape some keys, but I don't think you can scrape enough with the current loadout.
Yeah,
it's going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible, with what we have here.
Again, if you're trying to go out of logic,
gauntlets.
If you're trying to go out of logic here, ice is the call.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna come back to as much as I hate saying rush ice, I think that's actually one of my big my pros on this format. You can't just like blindly rush locations and expect it to work. I think ice is a very good idea in this case. I think Furlim's going for it.
Yeah, which I'm excited about, because I'm hoping Fingers crossed. Excited about this.
Actually, I need to learn this side. I need to learn this this version of the hover entry. Because
It is a really
one of
good
my
trick,
matches,
though.
in one of my matches, in one of my matches, I tend to do my hover entry from the right side, and I just kept on failing it. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna throw myself at this because I know I need to be in ice. I think maybe he's trying to set this up. No, he's using. You can use this pit here to set the angle.
Ah, right, okay. I only ever do it from the right-hand side as well, and it is a bit finicky and, you know, inconsistent. It looks like that was quite a nice, easy setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I managed to tilt myself out of my mind because I just kept failing it.
Yeah.
We got at least one key back there.
Okay, so what is King Sora gonna have for us?
I think we're not going to see it. I think furlim's going to use that blue fire to go get through ice more efficiently.
Yeah. That's fair enough. That's just a purple ruby at the bottom of the water, so we're gonna skip that one.
Yeah, no one's checked Valley.
Definitely.
Yeah, Valley is one that is open very early for you, so if something like a cookie sword is there, then that would have been it.
Yeah, that could be big if it is there. Big if
Not
true,
all
as they say.
dungeons are hinted for power. Doesn't it make sense if you're running low on paths to chase to finish up Overworld? What we know is that we have a sometimes hint. That means that all of our items are hinted. So if you don't have a hint to the location, I wouldn't bother. What I would say is that going back to Hylia is a good idea. I think that going back to Hylia, because I don't trust the slingshot. Like, a slingshot is a very, very weak,
Yeah, that's fair. Read what is in the time spirit, I can agree.
There is a key on Child's side, but still, I think a slingshot's very weak, because if there's a slingshot or a boomerang, another slingshot out there somewhere that isn't slingshot locked, it's just so weak.
It does feel very,
I don't trust it.
yeah, no, it feels very baity.
We also...
But it is interesting going this far without a bow, you know? It feels like we've gone so long without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also know there has to be another strength or another bow or another bomb bag that exists somewhere out there in the world, accessible. Hello, Big Chest. Are you just gonna be completely out of lodge to Triforce piece?
I hope not.
I mean, it would be a very good call.
anticlimactic.
It'd be a very good call, and I'd be very happy to see it, because that would really reward Furlim for making the call that the 17th path is all on. It's a bow.
Yeah.
That's not the logical bow.
That is
absolutely not.
That bow
like,
is...
that can't be.
Oh my god, that bow is like... worlds out of logic. Wow.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Triforce Blitz, where we like to melt everyone's brains.
Oh, imagine using your brain. You don't need it.
Yeah, I lost mine ages ago.
Yeah, Jabu is
Just run.
dead.
Just keep
Surprise. Yeah, just go to a dungeon, do checks. Well, we are seeing Valley. We are seeing Valley now, Sadie. Just for you. It's the logical bow.
There's the logical bow.
Nice.
We found it. Okay, so the bow lets us get the strength upgrade. Lets Neil get more of GTG.
Oh yeah.
I did also see the mention of shooting the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah, you can
possible.
shoot the sun. Yep.
You can check it. You can't get it, but you can check it.
Yeah. And
With
this
a
room was a
bow,
big
Neil
ball
is
of
gonna go
nothing.
back. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just saying that unfortunately for Furlim, that room was a big ball of nothing and just pain
Well,
from the ice keys.
I'd say fortunately you don't have to stay in there any longer than you have to.
Yeah. As I was gonna say, Neil is gonna take that bow and go back to GTG, unfortunately.
I don't know. I think he's probably happy to see that. He's hoping to scrape out. Wait, he knows there's one more key in there. There's scrape out. Wait, there's 1, 2. He needs to scrape out one more key. So if there's a key on the eye statue, we can get that thing in the center.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Neil did not do memory game because he actually could get toilet here, which is one more shot at getting a key.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The one time we say it's unfortunate you can't do toilet.
Yeah, what happened?
Death Star's looking.
Why did we say unfortunate? That is what I'm trying to figure out.
Just because if you're just that little bit locked out from the center chest.
Yeah, looks like it.
The other above the maze one though?
The one above the maze has already been checked. That one was you can peek that across from the first key on the left.
Ah, okay. So is this gonna be an adult lake for Neil now?
Almost certainly. He's gonna be jumping into the river here. Setting up ground jumps on ice. We love that. It's great.
Just so much easier.
Yeah, naturally. We did see Neil like doing side lake and did the first part of Scarecrow. So yeah, go adult lake now. The first one I'll take the second one. Oh, barely.
Ooh, valiant try. That looks like it should work. I gotta try that.
Yeah, was just a little bit off in angle, unfortunately.
Neil is going for like these really cool, all this really cool movement tech, and yeah, that confirms that Minuet is so behind ZL.
Yeah.
Hey, Sir Nicholas Sailor, thank you for the sub.
Thank you so much.
We here appreciate Silver Gauntlets, appreciate all you do, and I'm sure you appreciate being able to spam Silver Gauntlets when and if we actually get Silver Gauntlets today.
I don't know if we will with the time we spend.
Honestly, with the time limit, depends on. Honestly, here might be a shot for Silver Gauntlets.
We hold our breath.
Unfortunately, it looks like ice is not actually helping it out today, but it was a good idea. Like I'm not gonna talk down on that one. That was a good thought because when you're dealing with something that's this long and nasty and tangly, if you can try and just go around all of that and get to ice and say like and just guess that ice is where you need to be, it's something. It's an option.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. King Zora. What
Not
do you
there?
have for us today?
5 rupees from adult fishing.
50 rupees means better rate.
Just money.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like that is not the answer. Where to, though?
Well, there are some one-off locations a little bit here and there left. We have the
Well, Neil's doing
dive
back
one
away.
in Highfield. Yeah, we have one Death Mountain Trail Foolish that is a good hint.
Yeah, I think we have that one already.
Yeah, we do. Sorry.
No, I have my personal tracker up too. I'm trying to track on. Water, spirit again. I think shadow might be allowed, but we would need to see a bit more. I think I'm more bullish on. Oh, given the, it's not the.
I really believed in suiting the sun.
How do we get into Ganon's castle? There is more than one way into Ganon's castle.
Is it through doing the Dodongo's Cavern?
Not through Dodongo's Cavern because the bomb bag is path in there.
Right.
Valley Path of Courage, okay.
Now
It's the bow, huh? Okay. Huh. The bow and... So it's the bow and... Is there just like... Huh.
So the bow leads to the bomb bag? Maybe it's shooting?
But it has to lead to multiple ways to get to defeat... to get into Ganon's castle. This is a very odd setup, and that's really cool. And hey, we have a hype train. This is a hype match, so it deserves it, right?
Yeah.
Also, screw that bird.
Oh yeah, that bird in particular. I love birds. That bird in particular, though.
No other bird, only that.
Are we seriously looking at
get the
a slingshot?
Guys, come on.
Yeah, we haven't seen
I
a
would have
slingshot
checked.
game.
I would have checked shoot the sun. Come on. I know you can get it, but you can check it and at least know what you're dealing with. Whoa, Bronze Noon, thank you for the gift subs.
If it isn't the bow, though, we didn't see the other chick in the valley.
I think we saw... Look at the crate. Oh, we didn't see the crate. Maybe this is where Neil's heading right now.
Maybe.
I'm gonna suspect that. It is very easy to get that one as a side. You just pick up a chicken and fly over there.
Because I don't know if we saw Neil peek it, but... Yeah, did someone see what that was? Because large quantities of information going on? Clearly wanted it.
It does feel like my brain is 5-heading right now.
Okay, so I think we're going to see what that is very shortly, because Neil is headed straight to Gerudo Valley. The really unfortunate thing is I don't know if Neil's going to be headed back to Dodongo's Cavern. I think he's going to head to Dodongo's Cavern at the 5th of Never. At this rate, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he finds power.
And he'll be like, and then he'll be very confused. Actually, I'm a little confused with this. I do want to see what this, Man, I'm confused myself. That's good. Good confusion.
I mean, is it Kokiri sword? Could that be possibly what it is?
I have been saying for the longest time.
Hookshot, maybe?
Because Kokiri sword would open up multiple ways to Ganon's castle.
Yeah, it feels like it has to be either Kokiri sword or hookshot.
Yeah. The hookshot would also look long and pointy like a Kiri sword. And Kikiri sword is probable, I mean... And of course, which means you're probably kicking yourself because one, you missed the trick, and two, Valley Lake feels like, you know, like, the place sucks until it doesn't.
Come on, Neil. We want to see
It is a Kikiri.
it's Kikiri.
Alright, so we finally can get into...
I predicted it.
Oh, gosh. So Kikiri sword locks all of our bomb bags?
Yeah, it must be.
So that means the bomb bag isn't path. Lord help us, there's something in Light Trial.
This is very interesting.
Yes, Sadie, why does no one listen to us?
It's because early Green Valley doesn't pay off until it does.
Green Valley is actually on like my early routing in Sims, so
I hate Green Valley. I will route it as an adult every time. Because Lon Lake Hylia, there's a ton of hints, but I'd rather route different crap hints. I would rather route River into an early adult SFM. And we're seeing Shoot the Sun off of Furlim, and it's the slingshot. Can I just say gross?
yeah.
Yeah, you can. You're very well free to say gross. It's impressive. I mean, I didn't suspect it was that either. I was also thinking, you know, can't be, you know, it's too baity. It doesn't sound right.
Okay, what is this gonna be?
Right? Hey, now we can use our silver gauntlets, everyone! Get on it!
Yeah.
Now, Valley exists, but you have to just pay attention. There's a lot of things where you can make decisions about it where you just have to pay attention to when you do it. Furlim's checking water. I'm not sure if I'm here for that. You can get behind... Actually, if you're thinking about getting behind Zelda's Lullaby, if your keys are kind, you might be able to do that.
Yeah. So what is the second item in Decotee gonna be, though?
Another strength.
Double strength, let's go! That honestly would be funny. And there's a next chest.
We all wait on bated breath.
Inspire.
Ooh.
No, don't do that.
Well, we did get magic.
You did get
Well,
magic.
Powers.
And we're
This
gone.
is gonna be a shadow entry.
We know this is behind ZL. Finishing Deku was another, like, 2 minutes. Going back
If
to Deku
that.
was 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, at
Yeah,
this point you have to consider the thing with burning cack, so maybe just finish it off. It isn't too long one to do. Oh. Oh no, no, please no, not this.
You still had
that
2
missing
checks
Triforce-
left in Deku.
That missing Triforce piece in DC is punishing Neil so much now.
Yeah, he should have a commanding lead at this point, and instead he's gonna dismiss that piece. Like, he made the correct call going in there with the bomb 2 pack. Like, that was a good call, just...
Yeah.
So very
This is
unfortunate.
behind ZL. The hammer's behind ZL.
The hammer.
Oh my gosh, go to fire.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Well, if it feels
Maybe it
like
is
for
in
Neil-
fire.
Yeah.
because that's so far through the chain.
I'm gonna go buy us tunic. I appreciate this. Good idea.
Yep. Only need to get 10 rupees and they don't get in here.
Thankfully, that is always a red rupee. Always
Water was
plenty.
in the cracked wall chest, Red, so that is ZL locked.
Yeah, Neil's taking those silver gonzes and going to Spirit. That is fair enough.
And Neil skipped Dompe race, so he doesn't have the, Neil's been making a lot of weird skips. Like, this is something where, again, I've seen him put up monster times, and maybe this is just how he gets them. He plays hard, he plays fast, and just accepts the consequences when there's consequences.
Yeah, playing very aggressively.
I mean, it's been working for him so far.
Just at this point, there's been so many things he's missing that, from the bird's eye view, it's scary.
On that note, do we know who won the first round?
It was Neil going up against Hell Knight.
Ah, right, I see.
Yeah, now Neil is going to be suffering from the fact that he did not stick it out to grab that key in Spirit. Because although it is definitely in logic to climb, we know that, you need that key from Childside.
Now he's doing waste.
I find it interesting that furlim is getting this goal, though. I think at this point you should know that you should be going hard if you're going here. That you are far ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
I like how furlim's been choosing to go out of logic. Like, he's been playing aggressive, but he's been playing smart.
Oh, 100%. I feel like all of the ways out of logic have been, like, they've all made sense. Like, checking water is, if you know that it's, ZL's far in the path, there's plenty of things you can get to out of logic in water.
Yeah, I feel like this is overly aggressive. Hey, we got a Goron Freed.
Oh.
You know what? Furlim wins a just karma
The
point
moral
for the day.
victory.
Yeah.
Wasteland check away GG strength block. There is something here in Wasteland. What it is? A bottle!
Oh, with a green goo, yay!
Get the Mountain Dew.
Yep. Oh, and Furlim also picking up the fairy. It is time for Lagia.
Yeah, going straight to Volv, because looking like we're gonna be climbing here. I like it.
Yeah?
Why not? This is why. This is one of the. This is what you get when you have the big key removed. So why not?
Hey, Tossa hovers on that path, and you suddenly looking not too bad.
I do love those hover boot sounds.
Oh, I don't hear them.
It was it's the Goron sound.
Oh,
Or
nice.
the Goron waking up sound.
That's very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the only thing FX I changed is my low heart sound because I want something a little less obtrusive. So it's quiet but present.
It was the other day when I was doing commentary in Castle Boots. I don't remember who it was, but someone had double heartbeat on, and it was so infuriating.
Oh,
my
God. This person is too powerful and must be stopped.
Yeah.
But now I use the tambourine sound for my heart pieces. So I heard someone have it randomized the tambourine once. I'm like, man, that's actually really nice. Soft and intrusive. Perfect.
Someone had the countdown timer for running out of time from water and fire as their heartbeat sound, and it was genuinely just nerve-wracking every time.
I can imagine.
Yeah, the redead scream at low health was an experience. I agree. Yeah, there's a bunch. There's these 2 keys locked in fire here. I wouldn't be shocked if the last piece was locked in spirit. That's possible.
Yeah.
Again, I like what Furlim is doing, taking that ZL locked hammer and following that. That's a very strong play.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, this is where at the point where I probably should be getting out my notepad and doing the counts as to item checks.
Yeah, I have mine up right now. If we're talking about the Path to Power, I'm not quite sure what we're on right now. I think for sure I can say that we're looking at... Oh wait, no, I think I have it. We have bombs, storms. Oh wait, no, the bombs are not path. Bombs are not path by definition.
Yeah.
We have storms, long shot, iron boots, mirror shield, strength 3. I'm gonna guess inspire. Put inspire in there. Zarya's song. Requiem Spirit, Kakiri Sword, Slingshot, Zelda's Lullaby, Hammer, maybe Hover Boots.
So where does that take us? How many items
That
is
takes
that?
us to 17. That's 17 right there.
Oh, okay.
Fire is exceptionally hammerlocked. 5, 10, 15. I'm at 17. I got potentially 17 right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so this could be the winning location.
Yeah, there's a couple things that are extrapolating out. Oh, going back to Naga's Cavern, good. He'll probably feel very dumb, but at least we'll get the piece.
He's probably not gonna do. He's just gonna do the bomb to set up.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yep, yep.
To be fair, to spot that cest can be a little bit awkward.
Well, rando happens.
Yeah, rando's gonna rando.
Oh yeah, big chest here. Is this what we're looking for?
Oh.
3, 2, 1, and strength.
That's our last strength.
Huh.
Hmm.
So... Huh.
If one of those items isn't path that you had,
Wait
then
a
that
minute.
could be light trial.
Yeah. Well, light trial is a thing. Well, I had light trial on there because I think we didn't see something in... We hadn't seen anything in... Oh! We already have long shot and Din's fire and magic, yeah?
Yes, I think.
That would mean that a piece could be in Shadow Trial 2.
Ah, right.
So we could have a piece in Shadow Trial 2.
Another test. And a bow.
A bow.
Just bow.
Bow lock? Not quite bow lock, bow.
I think this is ultra bow locked bow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rank really changes a few things. Where was the strength that Neil has? That was in Deku, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. And Deku is accessible basically from the start with the
Beginning.
Kiri sword.
Yeah.
And the Roland Goron is accessible using either the bow or the strength. So that strength is not strength locked, which means that strength there is also not strength locked. You do need a hammer, though. Wait, no, that strength is strength locked. Neither of our runners have the requisite items to do Shadow Trial 2, but we know it has to exist. Which is the weird thing. We also... Yeah, we know it has to exist. Odd. That strength is the locked, yes. Oops.
Yeah.
Flick. It's like a little backflip there.
Nice.
You love to see it.
Yeah. Again, I kind of have I tend to draft paths as I'm going through. And the path that I made is definitely wrong now because we've been invalidated by finding that strength behind Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah.
Also using putting that Furores to good use right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight back to where he came from.
Yeah. He just moved out there. Yeah.
Yeah, OGC is
This place has been so stacked.
Yeah, unfortunately, EPA Inferno, OGC is not valid for this because it has to be inside of a dungeon. Yeah, this race is... I think we are just here to try and untangle this last path altogether. Neil just opened up the eyes and went past it. This is very sad, and I have been there. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
At least this is over in 2 hours. Now he's going to get that key.
He's gonna go get that key. Oh god. I feel so bad for Neil here. It's just so many small things.
The piece was in the spike trap room in Donaga's cavern and didn't go there. Well, right?
He went up there and I think he fell off.
Or is mispeaked it or something? I'm not sure.
I think he just mispeaked it.
Fire, calm down.
It will not. It's called fire for a reason.
Yeah.
I didn't tell it to cool off, I said to calm down.
I'm just saying because it's hot. Oh.
Well, that is the trinity of spells.
I don't know, we have a spell percent between our 2 runners.
The only thing we would want now would be fire arrows, so we can...
Fire arrows would genuinely be helpful. Because... there is 0 chance that Neil thinks that was the 0 because the 2 was in the well.
And the
Farewell
shield.
shield.
Oh, rip shield.
The heat wave has taken it as well.
Oh, man.
Is there nothing it won't claim?
I can't think of any.
So yeah, unfortunately it looks like here Furlim is going to just cruise to victory here, and we're just going to get to enjoy trying to figure out where this last piece is together. Yeah, I think
if we ever get an answer.
Yeah, we know at this point that there's nothing else in fire except for that strength upgrade, which is fascinating. Because I was pretty damn convinced that Light Trial was on the way to that hammer. being in light trial makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know when Furlim is going to get Kiri Sword to get the 3rd strength.
Honestly, I agree. To hear your 3rd strength is going to be an obstacle, and without a long shot, you can't do anything. You can't. Well, without the iron boots, you can't get that out of logic. I mean, you can tell my internal conflict here. Wanting to go out of logic and yet not want to use the iron boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us have internal conflicts in this team. Yeah,
oh dear. Oh my gosh, the piece in the center of GTG might be it.
It could be.
There was a key chest at the hammer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's the long shot.
Long shot. Ooh.
You did need that. What are you?
Still a
Oh,
nice item though.
nice item. I think we'll be seeing Shadow Trial too.
Yeah. Probably.
Huh.
I think we might be
if
seeing
Niels-
our last piece.
Yeah. If it is the last piece, which we all assume it is how long do you think Neil's gonna be standing still thinking of what have I missed?
Oh god, that's...
Somehow we could see Neil bring this back.
Hmm.
Well, I think Furlim is playing on the knowledge of Hammer. What does Hammer do aside from Fire Temple? That one key here in GTG.
Yes.
And yes, Shadow Trial 2, which we'll be seeing from Neil right here. This is an interesting check because there are 3 ways you can do this. You can do it with fire arrows, the intended way. You can also do it with a long shot in Din's Fire. You can also do it with a long shot in Hover Boots. And all 3 of those ways are in logic. And actually, this is the best way in my opinion.
Yeah, it is a really fun way.
It's fun and it's also probably the most reliable. Yeah, again, this is what happens when people start playing after it all goes extinct. Just, oh god, whatever it is in... Okay, whatever it is in...
I'm still thinking, because at this point you would need to have...
Wait a minute, what the heck is this?
Strength 3, right? So,
What would Strength 3 get us that we don't have?
well, access to light trial, I imagine.
Yeah, but what don't we have? We don't have Boomerang, but that shouldn't mean anything. We don't have Fire Arrows, that doesn't mean anything. We don't have Lens, but Treasure's Game is dead. We don't have the Zora Tunic, but we have seen 2 wallets. Hammerlock to Strength 3. I'm just trying to think what goes beyond that, though. I'm perplexed, honestly.
Unless we really sell us Lullaby, I can't think of any.
Okay, so let's just step back.
I'm just...
Unless it's like, it literally is in Light Trial, that's possible.
I think that's
But-
where my brain's going. If I'm
But I
perfectly
don't
honest.
see how that would work. You know what? Let's just try working it out. Okay, what do we know? We know that we need the Kakiri sword. We know we need the slingshot. Someone here didn't show us the end of Deku Tree, so we don't know if there's something on Goma. Look, tweeting somebody here. I don't know who. We know we need
We're
storms.
not mentioning any names.
No, not mentioning any names here. Neither of our runners have shown us that. We have a key logic and GTG, maybe. Light trial, maybe. I guess we don't know about... So we know... I'm going to just try and get rid of the things that I'm actually assuming and go only to things we know.
Yeah. I'm just doing it all in my head as well. That
So
would be
Ganon's
that.
castle. Where was our second scale?
Oh,
One was in DC.
Yeah, okay. And Gold Scale didn't do anything of any interest.
Well, the other one was bomb locked in the well.
that's where it was, yeah.
Okay. So I think...
Oh, okay.
What the-
That was a claim check, so that one is
That's not important.
useless.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so then what are we dealing with here? I don't know what we're dealing with here. Let's try and figure it out. In Deku, we know we have a strength upgrade, and we had a strength upgrade in Goron City, and we had...
Yeah.
What was the other thing? What did we find in Spirit that he bailed on? It was the long shot, I believe that. So, 2 long shots. Great.
We could finish Spirit, right?
We can finish
Do we
Spirit. But we don't have a graveyard one. We don't have a graveyard path. And we've seen a lot of paths. Let's see, what are our paths here?
Deku, Spirit,
Deku,
City, River,
Ganon's Castle.
well. Could it be outside Ganon's castle?
OGC? There could be something OGC, but I don't think that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, well is scale and a hookshot. Valley had a bow and a Kiri sword. Just all strength. Power, pardon me. Huh. So we know we need that Kiri sword. We know we need that hookshot, that slingshot. We know we need storms. We know we need magic. We know we need 2 strengths. We know we need 2 long shots. How far have we gone up in Spirit?
Because we know strength 1 isn't counted. First strength, right? Because it's on the 0 path.
We can equally get Goron City strength and Deku's strength because we could use the bow or the strength upgrade from Buddha Valley. So that's a 0 path to get so those strengths are equal.
Yeah.
So that's why we can get to that first piece in Dinago's Cavern without a bomb bag, without any sort of pathing. I think the bomb bag is path. The bomb bag could be path in that case, but no, the bomb bag is not path.
So
The bomb bag is not path. Am I sure about that? That's the thing, like the piece in well. Oh no, the piece in well. We had access. Where's Inspire?
The Inspire was in Deku.
Magic was in Doors River. The piece in well is actually it is okay. So actually, the Kakiri sword is actually Kakiri sword and storms. That piece in Deku, that one particular spot, you can get to with strength upgrade and Din's Fire.
Right.
So you need the Kiri sword to get either Ganon's castle access or to get the Din's Fire.
Yes.
The bomb bag is the path.
Yeah.
The bomb bag's the path. The bomb bag is honestly got the path in Ganon's castle. We don't need to worry about the strength upgrade. I think we might want to head back up to Spirit. I think I can believe the Din's Fire. So where does this put us?
I'm still counting. Brain. How many have you got so far?
This puts us at the ones we've guaranteed require now are at 10. So we have sword, Kiri sword, slingshot. It wants us to beat Deku. Storms, magic, 2 strength upgrades. The hook shots, the bombs, the Din's Fire. Let's see. I have a thought.
Right.
Those are dangerous. You shouldn't let me have thoughts, but let's see. Could it be in Shadow?
We got in good stuff for it, so...
Very possibly.
It could be in Shadow.
Yeah.
Because then we would need the Saria's song to get to Sacred Forest Meadow to get Nocturne.
Yep.
As well as to beat Forest to get the song, which would put us at what? I love listening. Oh, thank you, Sadie. That's very sweet of you.
I'm just surprised no one has gone there yet because of how many items there are in Shadow.
Shadow's kind of an undesirable location. I know I burnt a bunch of time there yesterday. I went on a lark because I had an instinct that was not right. So a lot of people might try to avoid it because of that.
Yeah, it's a big time investment, and we're now, 5 minutes away.
Yeah, at this point it's too late, but just generally. We're almost getting frozen over there for me.
Need Requiem. Sure. Maybe. I'm gonna put it at a firm maybe. On that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if Fyrin gets this. He's gonna check. He's gonna scout it.
Nice.
There you go. Now you see the Kiri sword you've missed.
Yeah, that is not gonna be fun. Okay, does it get? Is it gonna be set up? Doesn't look like it.
At this point, you got 5 minutes left. You may just have to be like, well, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
But he's going for it.
Yeah, because it's so early on available, and Deku's path to power. I mean,
And it will not take you too long to get there either, so...
it just feels like it's too early in the chain for it to do anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got to go with the only stuff you've got. Got to go off.
I do like a lot of the calls for Lamade trying to go out.
He was not able to save it.
He gave it a good shot. He gave it a good go. I do like a lot of the calls for Lamade through this, trying to give it a good go, trying to just jump ahead in logic.
Yeah. So if people are wondering there how he tried to save it, he tried to reach the platform where you have the cow and stuff like that, and then do maybe a a damage, a death warp to get back up to give it another try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like we're not going to be seeing where this last piece of power is, unfortunately.
yeah. I would have loved to see what it was in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one was
Yeah.
complicated.
got me scratching my head. It'll be interesting to hear where the runners think it might be from their perspective as going through the seed.
Yeah. We are probably gonna get two very different answers.
I think Shadow might be on 15, so I don't know. Zero Lock Shadow looks like it's at 16, so either way, it's deep.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard lock deep.
It doesn't seem to be where you can really do a shortcut.
Yeah, Shadow
for
or
real.
Light Trial seems about right.
Yeah, Neil is not just now going through and checking stuff you've already done.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the stuff you've already done that you needed to.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. At this point, he has been to the Nugget Cabin twice. You, at this point,
You're,
you wouldn't
you're,
try.
you're pretty sure you got it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would 100% forget that I'd missed it.
I mean, if it's in Light Trial, Furlim might have like half a prayer of getting, I mean, at least showing it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not getting it, but maybe showing it to us.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost has to be there, or I can't think of any other.
Yeah, I'm pretty fixed on that, I think.
I thought I had a thought, but it wasn't.
Nah, it's like, that's basically like the two places it can be right now. And I think Light Trial feels better, but counting is hard is the answer. Counting's very hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he missed saw a chest, which is unfortunate, but these things happen. Although, is he going back? Is he going to verify that?
We have both already, all of us has already pointed out stuff that we have also missed, so we are not gonna mention it again because we don't want to embarrass ourselves even further, so.
Oh yeah, again, like, if you've ever heard fail better,
Yeah.
try again, fail better.
Yeah. If you want to hear our failures, you have to watch the VOD afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, should we count it down together?
Yep, let's go. 10,
9, 8.
8.
7,
No, we will not.
6. We are all out of sync. This is great.
2, 1,
1,
and there we go.
0.
Yeah.
So
That's
GG
it.
Furlim.
Yeah.
And look where Neil ended as well. He's so
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Well, GG to Furlim. That was a...
yeah. GG's in chat.
He played clean. I think the calls he made trying to go around the path in 17 were strong calls. He made them good and early. He played well. I was happy to see that. It was for Neil, just unfortunate that he missed-saw a piece. He saw like a chest that ended up having a piece in it. Like if he'd had that, he would have won. Like that's that long and short of it. If he had not seen that chest, he would have that little yellow timer and he would have won this match. And it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Small things can make a big difference in Blitz. Do we know if we're going to be having any of the runners?
Yes, we are gonna have both of them. Both of them have confirmed in the race room.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they just need a minute.
I would also need a minute after this seed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need to plug myself in so I can recharge my brain.
Good idea. Make sure you get red juice.
I'm gonna need some more coffee after this, just so that I can recharge and revitalize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have work to go to later on. This is not.
Oh dang, yeah, you're just doing things in hard mode.
Yeah.
No, this is like this is Sunday morning for me. I've got my coffee, I've got my broom feeders. Things are good. Things are very good. I'm probably gonna load up Blitz seed myself and get some practice in before my match on Tuesday.
Nice.
Oh, exciting!
Yeah, so for people wondering, I basically work nights. I am right now in Sweden, so it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, not too long before I go from. I have to go.
All
to
right.
work.
Speaking of, we got some coming in. Hey, we have Furlim coming in. GG Furlim.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG's. That Kokiri sword was troll.
Oh yeah.
I never found a hint for GV. What was there ever a hint for Gerudo Valley? I found
Yes.
so many hints.
I think it was it Back of Lake? Let me check the
Oh, it was me in the back though, because I checked the one besides the lab, and it was, I guess, Gerudo's Fortress Foolish. Dang.
let me
I
see.
thought I had
They have a nice little sheet here for us. Yeah, it's Back of Lake. Hi Neil, welcome in.
Hello.
GG's, Neo.
GG's to both of you.
So I'm so sorry to tell you, Neil. Where you ended was very close to where the wisdom piece is.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess that's
Yes.
just OBS blocking my Discord sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I
you're
guess it
pretty
was
close
just
to-
somewhere in there, and I saw it wrong the first time.
Yeah, that's what we assumed.
Yeah.
It's in the spike trap room.
Okay.
Oh, dang. So you did the dongles and didn't see.
Yeah, I did all of Dodongo's like super early. Well,
Oh.
not all
Yeah,
of it, but
'cause
I just didn't see it, I guess.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I had
man.
assumed artificial red in chat that you had missed Pete. You just walk past a big chest and assuming because I know you're very good at this. I just assumed just like kind of assumed that there wasn't anything here because you wouldn't do that if there was something here.
No, I just missaw it. Man, it was
Nah,
like as
and
it
they're
was
done
going,
that.
later and later, and I'm kind of like process of elimination in the dungeons. So like none of these can be 0. I must have mispeaked something. So like, I went back and re-looked in the GTG maze. I went back and looked at Ganon's again, and I was going back to look at DC when it ended.
Yeah.
Oh,
you went
man.
back and forth everywhere.
Well, I was so confused about the 0. And
Absolutely.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that it was confusing because it was actually somewhere I just walked right by. Like the longer I went without finding it, the stranger everything felt.
Mm.
At that point, you opt to just try to do other stuff while you try to rethink your step.
Well, that's why I did ice. I was like, well, if I can't find the 0, maybe the long piece is in ice, but it wasn't.
Yeah, we're not sure about that one. Honestly, we
I have a pretty good bet.
Yeah,
I just found my logical strength too here. I think it's in light trial because
the two guesses we had were light trial and shadow, and because like both of those are kind of like equally.
if there's a Zin's fire in light trial, I'll scream.
There's a Din's fire in Deku.
Oh, there's a Din's fire. Oh, so it's definitely definitely light trial because I figured that when I found that hammer in water, I felt pretty good about following it because it was behind ZL, that was behind Sarius, that was behind a bunch of stuff. So I just kept following it.
No, it's really unfortunate that none of this really worked out for you because we were I was very complimentary of that. Like you
Fire
you were
had
really good at going around.
So much bait besides that strength.
I know, right? Like Fire had like
man.
4 big chests in it, and one of them was useful.
Oh, was that strength 3 in Fire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, 3 big chests. Light trial.
Well, yeah. Okay. Is it in light trial?
It's got to be in there then.
A slingshot, man. That slingshot was also troll, man. Come on.
Pat slingshot. I was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe Pat slingshot.
we were all sitting here thinking, nah, it can't be. It's got to be bait. There's got to be something else in Lake that
It's
it
not
leads from.
here.
No?
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Maybe it's just in shadow then, like behind ZL in shadow. That was another thing I was thinking.
Or
Yeah.
bottom of the well or anything behind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I was kind of leaning shadow because it was just like that's really deep, but I don't know.
Man,
Well, the
I
thing
have
is
ZL.
most-
I need ZL to do the last check.
Yeah,
normally doing that.
We'll
No, we're
never
not.
know.
The world may never know.
Never know.
I guess
Oh
you
my
didn't
God.
find Mirror Shield then?
I did
No.
find it.
Oh, okay. So you
Mirror
just
Shield
used
was on
Doom
Dompe
instead as
Race.
well? Okay.
Yeah.
It was the Kokiri sword that locked you out for the longest time.
Yeah, both of you didn't get Deku didn't get the Kokiri sword until quite late.
Yeah, I was really confused by that because I got the piece in well early-ish, and I had written down for so long like the 2 steps on the path are storms and either bolero or bombs, like to get it and then back to the well.
And then you get that
I see the Kokiri sword in Valley, and immediately afterwards get a Valley Courage hit. And it's like, wait a second, what does this sword have to do with anything?
Yeah, I was originally thinking Bolero to well as well, and then I see that the hint of like, oh, so the Kokiri sword allows you to either go into Ganon's castle and get the bombs,
or you can go in Deku and get a strength.
Or you go into Deku and get the strength and the Din's. No, you go into Deku and get the Din's fire.
Oh, right, the Din's fire and the strength, and then you can do well with that instead.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me. I never found the logical bow.
It's also in Valley.
Also in Gruta Valley.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
It's in Waterfall, yeah.
Oh my God!
An early Valley check would have changed this race
I was
so
just
completely.
like, okay, I have Lake here. I have a lot of stuff to follow as adult because I got the two first pieces in like 33 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow this one now, and I'm just gonna do the hinted stuff to see where this.
Yeah, honestly,
I
Neil,
was feeling
if Neil hadn't walked past that piece, you were really on top of each other for that first 30 minutes.
Yeah, because I had a good feeling that it was behind ZL, so I wanted to do ice as early as possible.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I figured it was also behind ZL. It really adds up because ZL is behind Saria's as well. Like, so you have to do so many dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was something we called pretty early. That was probably behind ZL. Just we're not sure exactly where behind ZL it is.
Yeah, maybe
there's another thing that Dead Hand and Well. I think that might be too short. Honestly, I think you need to extend it even further. But yeah, this is it's a complicated, twisty nonsense. It's not like twisty nonsense with this one.
It could be in the rest of water too.
Yeah.
Very true. When we saw that hammer, we were all like, "Oh, this makes perfect sense." Like, it seemed to be adding
I
up.
was thinking, okay, this is it. Let's go, and it wasn't.
The other weird thing was the sometimes hint.
Yes.
Did you get a sometime?
Yes, there's a sometimes hint in like right outside Forest Temple.
Oh wow! Wait,
you read that? You read it, yes.
Oh, okay. I just completely forgot about it.
It's for chess minigame. I mean, that's not really the point.
Oh, but that's right.
It's
I remember.
It's weird because it means there's no wanderer, even though there's a 0. So
yeah,
all the things on the 0 are path for something else, except they're not path for the 0, which is like strange.
Which makes sense because the bombs and the strength.
You need both the bombs and the strength for the power piece.
Oh, and the Din's fire. I think I'm even more convinced about the Shadow Temple call now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it could just be for Spirit Key logic. It's always Spirit Key logic.
Yeah, there is a key on the. There was a key on the.
There's a key on torches. Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 keys magic locked, actually. I did the entire Child Spirit. There was a magic in the Silver Gauntlets check. I was, okay, that's the trolliest way to be magic locked. And I never did Adult Spirit because I had no reason to do, and I found the Strength 3 actually before the Strength 2. So
okay, yeah, I was doing Adult Spirit because it was one of the I mean, I didn't think it was actually a 0, but I'd done all the things that were already zeros. I'm like, maybe I got something wrong. And I was like looking for a 0 in adult spirit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's like not there, obviously, because there's a long shot there though.
In spirit.
In adult spirit has a long shot, and I like immediately went and did a Shadow 2.
Yeah, because Sarius was behind the long shot. You need to beat water.
Yeah,
so,
that's the path item from spirit.
Yeah, just like the fact that you don't have the keys and the boss keys anymore. You can just beat water without ZL. So yeah, it was ZL behind water temple.
Which can happen normally too, but just much rarer.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, this is a logically weird scene.
Yeah, we did notice a few times, Neil specifically, there was a few times you were in certain dungeons or areas and bailed early. And we were just a little bit perplexed as to like your logic behind that, because a lot of the time it was like, I'm trying to remember specifics, like Deku Tree, for example, where you found Dins and, you know, kind of bailed before finishing it.
Yeah, so I mean that was mostly because I was trying to track down the 0. So like Deku, I had double hinted, and I got a strength and a Dins, and I'm like, like I don't know, strength might let me check out spirit. Like, there's probably not another item here, and I just left. Or like fire temple. So like when I thought bombs were path, right? Like back before I knew where the Kokiri sword was, I did fire temple, except I didn't do the bomb lock check because I was looking for the 0.
Well, I think that wasn't even a key, so it worked out.
Yeah, and then I realized bombs aren't path, and I came back. I'm like, oh, it's got to be in fire temple, and I came back, and it wasn't even a key, so it didn't help at all. I like abandoned spirit a few times, or GTG, or like I don't know. I was really like basically just looking around for what wasn't locked by path items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make sense that, like, yeah, you missed something early and then you're just confused by it, and it's hard to get that out of your head. So, like, yeah, sensible.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I had a better chance. Like, even if it was confusing me, I figured I had a better chance of finding it than, like, the 17 or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, considering we still don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where it is, like, with all of my, like, sitting back, relaxing, armchair quarterbacking. But yeah.
Yeah, I had us all stumped.
When is your... Actually, looking at the layout... Could just be the ZL lock check and light trial.
Yeah.
I think it could just be the ZL lock check and light trial, actually, looking at it.
Where did you say strength 3 was?
Deep in fire behind Volvagia.
Okay, yeah. I don't think it can be in light trial then, because I have all the hints and fire isn't hinted.
Yeah, that was
that's a good point.
In my head too, because I found that strength and I was okay. I found so many hints.
Okay, then maybe I'm back on
fire.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I'm extremely confused by this. Maybe it's SFM. Maybe the SFM is the one that can't be hinted, and we're looking at it's in shadow. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's in shadow. It makes, I think, the most sense.
Yeah.
Because like light trial would require an item from a dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I guess it could be in water too. Water has all the items needed for it.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone wants to get to see it and figure it out themselves, make sure to put a letter in a bottle and we'll probably read it at some point.
There we go.
Yeah, I can see if I can finish this, but I need to go to lunch now.
Yeah,
go eat some food first. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it.
And then we need to come back and play more games.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't we do another round of shoutouts, since you all have been so awesome to hang on and talk with us about this weird seed. So thank you, Neil and Furlim. This is really awesome to watch, really awesome to commentate on. Thank you to our trackers. Thank you, Ginger Sunny, Lady Draco, City Sweet, for tracking for us. Thank you to our restreamer today. We have Hell Knight doing our restreaming duties. And I had a great time commentating today. anglhz, wolfiwolfpie, thank you so much. Thank you for coming out during this heat wave to be commentating with me.
Yeah, no, it's
Cool.
been great. It's been really good fun, and thanks to you as well, Jaxstronomy, for giving us all the insider knowledge.